Yo, ping Ray in here, bro.
It's Ray Give TV.
Okay, so check it out. Wack 100 goes in on CripMac, who got under the mandatory minimum, and Wack debunks it. Let's get right to it.
It's Ray Give TV.
In the block.
All right, who got audio?
Bang here. I got it.
Hold on. Let me send it on over to the Big Bang Theory. Now this guy right here, Lavish in here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
This is a guy that his job was to read paperwork. He did 262 months. That was his job. He was one of the niggas, when you hit that line, he was one of the niggas that went through the paperwork. So I called him, told him, do you want to come on the app or do you gonna let me record you? He said, Wack, go ahead and record me, ask what you gonna ask me. So I went over it with him and he broke it down. And this is exclusive. I call him the paperwork reader on the federal side because I've never been to the feds. And his language kind of lined up with yours. He said, it's a chart. They don't give a about none of that. Mandatory minimum. He broke down the chart. He said that nigga he said the best case in that is, let me see what he told me. Lavish, because this might
About 60 months.
No, the best case, he said your best case is your offense level is a 20 on a nigga that never been in jail, never had nothing, but that ain't him. He said this nigga that had prior cases, so he gonna fall in the offense level, he said somewhere between 24 at the minimum on up, and that's a 51 month minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he gonna go on up based upon the other cases he didn't have, right? And I remember Adam reading off the niggas priors probably a couple weeks ago at one of them interviews, right? He had 2 prior gun cases, some other shit. So I asked him, I said, I asked him, when he hit the yard and how it was gonna go, and he said, oh no, it's a million niggas there with the same. As soon as a nigga say the wrong number out of his mouth, that's just what it is on. But we gonna let Bang play the content.
All right, y'all. We got an exclusive conversation from Wack 100 and the paperwork man on the federal side. Only on the 100 side. Ping up and set up a room.
All right, listen. I got my guy. I call him the paperwork reader.
It's Ray Give
Because
TV.
in the federal penitentiary, he did a lot of time. That's what the fuck he did. So, today I saw on the blogs, CripMac got 33 months. Now, I do know he had 2 prior gun convictions, and he got caught with a ghost gun. That means those serial numbers, all that shit. Now, you've been lacing me on the federal how I work. I got the mandatory minimum charge. I'm looking at this shit, and it's not adding up. But I haven't been to the Fed, so I'm doubling back, coming back to my paperwork reader from the federal penitentiary. I know you did a whole lot of time. I forgot what it was, 20, 25. I know you did a lot of time.
262 months.
262 months. Okay, now, 2 prior gun convictions, and now you get caught with a ghost gun. You're a gang member. You might have another little robbery there, but let's just X all that out. You got 2 prior gun convictions, and now you're caught with a ghost gun, and they give you 33 months. What about that? Adds up or don't add up?
That ain't adding up. Not under the 922G shit. Because you get a mandatory minimum, right? It's 5 years, right?
Okay.
So if the gun got bullets, if he an ex-felon or any part of that kind of shit, if the gun's got bullets, those are separate sentences based on the bullets alone. He got 2 guns, man. He gonna get anywhere. He gonna get about a dime for sure if they don't fuck with the bullets and all that. He just got regular shit. He gonna get about a dime. even if he ain't been in no shit or none of that.
That's what I thought.
And that's
now,
like having no criminal history or none of that shit. You're going to get 15 years. You're going to get 15 if he had a conviction before under the Armed Career Criminal Act.
He definitely
that's
had
an enhancement.
Okay, so now I've been hearing rumors, and I don't know how this shit works, that they were going to try to use the crazy card. I know we use that in LA County. It get niggas a little bit, but not a lot. Does that factor in the crazy playing crazy when you got caught with a ghost gun and you got 2 other prior convictions that the crazy wasn't?
Man, he would be in the motherfucking crazy hospital in the feds. They got a place for you. You don't be on the line no motherfucking where. They got a whole prison for your ass.
Oh,
for the
so
crazy
man, that wouldn't affect the time.
Nah, because he'd be over there with their ass with a different time. He wouldn't be on no line nowhere. He wouldn't be in no Line Park Terminal Island or shit like that.
Alright, so listen.
Your main hospital.
I'm about to go on back to Clubhouse, and I'm going to tell the people I call my guy. I call him the paperwork reader because at the federal penitentiary, every yard he hit, that's was one of his jobs. Okay.
Man, your main thing, if he an armed career criminal, if he faced any of that sentencing enhancement, you can get anywhere from 15 to life, depending on the specifics of that shit. That's with the bullets and all that shit.
But the 33 months, that is just not.
That ain't adding up at all. Even when you look at the fucking guidelines, that shit ain't gonna add up just in category 1.
Oh, I got my man. He sent me the motherfucking guidelines. He sent them to me, and I was like, it's federal sentencing guidelines, Burnham and some other motherfucking name. All right, so you say category, it says offense level, Zone A, Zone B, Zone C, Zone D. Then it has category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that the sentence table you talking about?
Yeah. So I'm a break it down for you. So where you see offense levels, they have base offense levels for certain crimes, right?
Okay.
So
Zone A,
So for a gun, the base offense level would be something like 26 or 24 or something like that.
That's
so in category one, I think level 20 or something, you're going to get 33 months on the low end. The nigga got any kind of
20
prior,
33 to 41.
Any prior convictions, you going up to the 46, the 51, and so on and so forth. And then you're going to get the ACA, the Armed Career Criminal Act. Then that come into play. After they settle that. Once they settle this section, and then they go down further for the calculations to determine the criminal history category, the sentencing range.
Out of 20, you saying that's a nigga ain't got nothing.
Nigga ain't never been to jail before.
Yeah, so
I'm talking about nothing. Zero criminal history.
24 is 51 to 63. 25 is 57 to 71. 26 is 63 to 78. So when you say
let's put it like this too, Wack. So you know the mandatory minimum for the gun is 60 months. See what I'm saying?
5 years.
That's where it's a problem. That's where the problem at, because the mandatory minimum is 60 months.
And he got 33.
And that's below the guide. That's below the mandatory minimum.
And in your your knowledge of dealing with this shit, because you get a lot of fair time. You was a paperwork reader. I know reading paperwork, you had to be real versed on what the fuck it was or wasn't, so you know what you was looking at. If you get beneath that mandatory minimum, then it's what are the things?
Only way you could do that is a safety valve or cooperation. Period.
So what's the safety valve?
A safety valve is for a nigga that ain't never been in trouble and going to college and got some shit going on for herself. They'll give you a safety valve. They'll give you a safety valve, you know, just like they used to send a nigga back to the military. Okay, nigga, go do these 20 months and we're going to put you on all these other things, but you better be doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Now watch this. When they tried to get him like a bail or get him out when he first went to the Fed, they told him because he was a known gang member, they wasn't doing none of that.
That ain't got nothing to do with the Feds. The Feds don't give a fuck about that, man. They don't care about that, man. They got gang motherfuckers from every part of the world in that motherfucker. Taliban motherfuckers and all kind of shit. They don't care about none of that shit. I'm telling you, nigga, they got motherfuckers eat motherfuckers in there. Nigga, they don't care about none of that shit.
So this 33 months. Yeah, okay. All right, well, let me run this old back. Cause this shit right here, I said, you know what? I've done a lot of state time, but when I speak from your education in these charts. I said, let me call the homie and go over this shit, because that 33 months with that ghost gun. Now, bro, a ghost gun, a switch, and a silencer. How are they handling those? Are they all handling them the same?
Let me check something out.
The ghost gun is no serial numbers, no ballistics, no nothing. That ain't even getting caught with a regular gun. That's like you got to kill 300 niggas with there and never know it.
Alright, they taking a strict approach with that ghost gun shit. Under 922P, that statute prohibits the manufacturing and sales of it. A nigga you gonna get a 5 to 10 just on that shit alone.
And that ain't got nothing to do
right
with
at the mandatory. Look, it says no, because with that, all right. So say, okay, you say it's 5 to 10 years on the mandatory minimum or more, and then you got the enhancements for the armed career criminal, which imposes a mandatory minimum of 15 years.
I read that. Somebody
and then you got the silencer. Then the silencer is a whole nother ballgame. The silencer getting charged all by itself under a statute called National Firearms Act. That's a whole nother thing. The NFA.
My man sent me something that says it's in red writing: possession of a firearm or ammunition by a prohibited person. 18 U.S.C. 922G and N. Punished for about 10 years imprisonment. May receive minimum sentence of 15 years without parole if offender has 3 or more prior convictions for felony crime, violence, burglary, robbery, assault, possession of offensive weapons and or drug trafficking felony. Then they got elements, and then they got some other shit down here. So what you saying is lining up with this. That 33 months is just not making sense. So what happens, bro, when somebody like that hits the yard and they see your offense, ghost gun, or whatever, and they see 33 months? What do you guys do?
It's a million niggas already there with the charge. So when he say how much time he got, it's auto. Like, hold on, nigga, how do you get that? And now he get to talking. He might not even make it to me. He might not even make it for no paperwork to get seen. Because there's too many niggas already with those charges and with that time. Because you see, this shit is on a grid. Ain't no negotiating. Ain't no motherfucking lawyer. Ain't none of that shit. You either tell or you get it, nigga. Period. Ain't no none of that other shit. Say that other shit. You don't fuck about none of that shit.
You ain't no motherfucker.
We had, look, nigga, on our case, nigga, we had David Dudley, them, nigga. You know what them people told them? We don't give a fuck about none of that. They on some grids. What y'all gonna do? They base defense level exists. Their criminal history exists. They right here. How you gonna beat that?
I got another something I want to ask you that's totally different from this. When people got their record expunged on the state level, well, for if they say they never been to the Fed, they went to the pen, they didn't got their record expunged, right? Mm-hmm. What happens if they was to go to the Feds, they come back to jail and go to the Feds, or will the Feds go dig that up, or is just like you clean?
No, it's expunged. It's gone. It's
gotcha. All right, well, to my other counterpart on the phone, I'm not gonna say your name. I gotta put you with my attorneys because my shit is expunged. We gotta get you done too. Hey, look, appreciate it. Appreciate your time. I'm finna go talk to these people and let them hear this shit. And because I said, bro, it don't sound right. I've been taught. I got a few cats on the floor that have been to the Fed. They saying the same shit you said. I said, but let me go ahead on and get some confirmation. And this shit is what it is. Like you always said, you said, Wack, this shit is what it is. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking negotiate.
They don't play around that shit.
Appreciate your time, my nigga.
All right, my nigga.
I mean, maybe they won't blame me. I just asked the questions.
Niggas a rat.
It's Ray Give TV.
Everybody okay?
Damn, this.
I know it.
Only on the Hunter side, shit get real tricky.
So he said cooperation or something else. So he cooperated. The niggas a rat.
See, when you
Bottom
when you dealing with the feds, it ain't like the state. You can go in here and negotiate this. No, this your shit. This your category. You start here. I'm looking at the chart. When they say mandatory minimum, if your shit say 51 to 80 months, that means you can't get no less than the 51. It's at the judge's discretion if he want to give you 70, 80, anything in between. But you can't get no less than the mandatory minimum of 51 months unless you cooperate.
Now, when you got a prior conviction and you're in the federal game now, ain't no way you're gonna get under that mandatory minimum, right? Now, you have to cooperate some way, somehow. I mean, you don't go under a mandatory minimum, especially when you got priors. Nope, that's not how it works. What y'all think about the content? Shout out to No Room for the Week, Tink, Double Guap, Wack, everybody over there. Appreciate the support, man. For real, y'all keep that notification bell turned on. You don't want to miss out on no premium content. You know Ray Give will deliver 24/7 around the clock. What? No, you didn't know. God bless. Thanks for watching. Peace.